The Indus Waters Treaty suspension by India has been a diplomatic move that is going to hurt Pakistan certainly. And now the Pakistan Defence Minister's new threat that they will strike the infrastructure that's been built along the Indus River has come to light. Now Shiv Arora of NDTV has been bringing us the ground report from the Vular Lake, which lies at the heart of the Indus Waters Treaty. And we have Shiv joining us on the broadcast to get us more details. Now, Shiv, help us really understand. It's been the 10th straight night of firing at the LOC by the Pakistani troops. The ceasefire violations continue to take place. So what's the overall situation really along the LOC?
Well, we've visited all of the Kashmir sectors of the line of control, Baramulla, Uri, Kupwara, northern parts of Kashmir as well. And over the last 10 days, we've reported a very steady escalation in these ceasefire violations. Each and every one of them has been unprovoked from the Pakistan side. They've been responded to by the Indian Army. So far, for 10 nights straight, they've been restricted to machine guns on both sides. But Pakistan appears to be intent on escalating tensions on the line of control because they have deployed heavier weapons, including artillery and medium guns, especially on their side of the Kupwara sector, but it remains to be seen whether that escalation will actually happen. What is clear about last night, the 10th straight night, is that there were the duration and intensity of firing was bigger. There clearly appears to have been an intent to widen the scope of these ceasefire violations. Interestingly, on the 10th night last night, the maximum number of ceasefire violations happened south of the Pir Panjal, which is basically the Jammu area. The Pir Panjal mountains separate the Kashmir Valley from Jammu. So Akhnur, Poonch, Rajouri, Mendhar, Sundarbani and Naushera sectors of the Jammu division are where these ceasefire violations took place last night. In north of the Pir Panjal mountains, which is the Kashmir Valley LOC, you had Kupwara and Baramulla sectors where these ceasefire violations took place. No signs of stopping, obviously, because like we've been reporting consistently, these are not localized ceasefire violations in one or two posts. These were 8 different sectors where these violations were happening. So it's obviously by design, by leadership directive, with a clear intent to keep the line of control as active as possible. And when seen in conjunction with the naval fire drills taking place by the Pakistan Navy in the Arabian Sea, the fact that they've issued a lot of NOTAMs and notices to mariners, them testing a nuclear-capable missile yesterday out of the blue, all of this shows that Pakistan is in some ways crippled by the strategic anxiety and ambiguity of what India's next move will be. So they're flexing and firing really in every direction, hoping to send out the message that they are ready and to back off. But obviously India will take whatever move it needs to do at a time and place of its choosing.
Shiv, we are also reporting live from the Vular Lake. Help us really understand, how does the Indus Waters Treaty really go ahead now with Pakistan's Defence Minister also making comments of the infrastructure that go along the Indus River?
So we're here at the Vular Lake in Bandipora district of J&K. It's a very little known lake, but it's actually extremely significant in what we're reporting right now, because not only is it India's largest, the Indian subcontinent's largest freshwater lake, it is at the front line. It's at the heart of the Indus Water Treaty obligations that India has set aside as its biggest punitive measure so far against Pakistan. Now, the Jhelum River, which is part of the Indus Water Treaty, flows into the Vular Lake you see behind me. And it's an enormous lake. What you're seeing here is only one small portion of the lake. It's 16 kilometers long at its longest point. It's 9.5 kilometers wide at its widest point. And waters from the Jhelum that flow out from the Vular Lake go into Pakistan. And that, coupled with the other rivers that are part of the treaty, make up for about 80% of irrigation in Pakistan. And therefore, it is extremely crucial. The reactions coming in from Pakistan as to the IWT suspension by India gives you a sense of how rattled Pakistan really is. Now, the Wular Lake becomes very key. It's at the heart of how India will execute it. You just mentioned that the Pakistan Defence Minister Khawaja Asif, had made this sort of irresponsible remark saying, any infrastructure that India builds to divert Jhelum River, which is crucial to Pakistani energy security, food security, irrigation, etc., will be destroyed by Pakistan. Well, some of that infrastructure could be right here at the Wular Lake. Pakistan obviously needs to send out that message that they are strong and that they will do anything. But by doing so, they've actually revealed their vulnerabilities. They have emphasized just what a big move the suspension of the IWT by India really is and what it's going to cost them. The next few weeks, obviously, it's not going to happen overnight, but for the next few months, perhaps a few years as well, here at the Wular Lake is where India's move, this water war that it has declared on Pakistan, this is where that battlefield actually begins.
Thanks very much for getting us all these details straight from the Wular Lake and shedding light on the Indus Water Treaty that has been suspended by India and what really lies ahead. Thank you so much.